Hello, welcome back to our last video on our first series of looking at our trig functions. The last thing we're going to look at is solving a right triangle. And what that means is we want to find all missing parts. So in this case, there's three things that we need to find in this triangle. We need to figure out what is the measure of angle A, what is the length of segment AC, and what is the length of segment AB. So typically, when you're asked to solve a right triangle, one of these things is going to be a little bit more efficient to do. In this case, it's the measure of angle A, because we know that these two angles have to be complementary, or that all three angles added together have to equal 180 degrees. So that means that angle A has to be 30 degrees, because 30 plus 60 plus 90 gives us our 180. Now I'm just going to call this side X and this side Y for simplicity's sake. So now we have to figure out which one do we want to find first. And it doesn't matter which one you choose. I am going to choose to use 60, X, and 4 for my first ratio. So when I do that, now I know what my angle is. So that means that X is going to be opposite and 4 is going to be the adjacent piece. So again, I look at our trig functions, SOHCAHTOA, to help me figure out which one I should use. I have O and I have A, so that means I need to use tangent. So I'm going to do tan of 60 equals the opposite side, which I don't know, X over 4. Again, I'm going to solve for X. To do that, I multiply both sides by 4. So X ends up being 4 tan of 60. So I go over to my calculator, get 4 times tan, again, right next to cosine, of 60. And when I do that, I get 6.93. So X equals 6.93. So that is going to be the length of AC. Boom. Now, the easiest way to find that side Y here is now I know two sides. So this is 4. This is 6.93. I know two sides. The easiest way to find the third side is going to be use the Pythagorean theorem. So I'll do 4 squared plus 6.93 squared equals y squared. So as I work down and I do this, I am going to get 16 plus, and now I need to do 6.93 squared, which is going to be 48.02 equals y. Add on 16 to that. So 48.02 plus 16 is going to give me 64.02 equals y squared. Last thing I want to do is take the square root of that. So I'm going to take the second square root of that answer, and it's going to give me roughly 8 for the length of AB. So it didn't matter which one you chose to first. You could have easily chose to find y first and just pick your trig function. But the important thing is figure out what you're trying to find first, the angle you want to use, and the given side length. And that's going to direct you at what trig function to use. Okay, so at this point, please go ahead and do your check for understanding. There is a brief homework assignment that I would like you to work on tonight also. And I will see you tomorrow. If you have any questions, please let me know.